Welcome back to Hollywood USA, where we bring you the most intriguing and sometimes chilling content from around the world. In today's video, we're diving into the top 10 most dangerous countries on the planet. From political instability to high crime rates, these nations are not for the faint of heart. But before we jump in, make sure you hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more riveting content like this. Now, without further ado, let's explore the perilous landscapes of the world's most dangerous countries. Number 10. Iraq. Iraq is often considered one of the most dangerous countries due to its ongoing political instability, frequent terrorist attacks, and high levels of violence. The country has faced years of conflict, including the Iraq War and subsequent insurgency, leading to widespread instability and a fragile security situation. Sectarian tensions, extremist groups like ISIS, and political unrest contribute to the ongoing dangers faced by both residents and visitors. The risk of kidnapping, bombings, and other forms of violence remains prevalent, making Iraq a challenging and hazardous environment for its inhabitants and those traveling within its borders. Number 9. Sudan. Sudan, a vast nation in northeastern Africa, bears the weight of its precarious geopolitical position. Here's why it's considered one of the most dangerous countries. Strategic location: Sudan straddles the Nile River, impacting downstream Egypt's water supply and upstream Ethiopia's hydroelectric ambitions. Border challenges: it shares borders with 7 nations, including war-torn Chad, unstable Libya, and newly independent South Sudan. Resource struggles: rival military factions vie for control over shrinking resources like gold and agriculture, exacerbating instability. Foreign involvement: Sudan's generals seek foreign partners, inviting Gulf states for agriculture and murky deals with Russia's Wagner Group for gold smuggling. Interconnected instability: trouble in Sudan reverberates across neighboring regions, affecting security, displacement, and conflict dynamics. Number 8. Somalia. Somalia is one of the most perilous places on Earth. Over nearly 2 decades, conflict with the Al-Qaeda-backed terrorist group Al-Shabaab has inflicted immense suffering on the country. Additionally, Somalia is currently grappling with its worst drought in 40 years. Amid global distractions like the war in Ukraine, this crisis unfolds away from public scrutiny. Makeshift camps now house over 1 million starving children and their families. Mothers with infants have trekked for days without food or adequate water. The landscape is unforgiving and unsafe, and even the foreign correspondent team faces security concerns. Beyond conflict, Somalia battles another uncontrollable menace: climate change. Number 7. Ukraine. Ukraine, a nation caught in geopolitical turmoil, faces several grave challenges. Conflict in Donbass: armed tensions between Ukrainian forces and Russian-backed separatists in eastern Ukraine persist. Despite a 2015 ceasefire, sporadic clashes continue, threatening stability. Russian involvement: Russia stations troops in the Donbass region, and the fear of escalation looms. Successive U.S. administrations support Ukraine but stop short of military defense promises. Global implications: the Taliban's victory in Afghanistan could embolden Russia. A direct U.S.-Russian clash in Ukraine would be catastrophic, risking nuclear war and economic collapse. Humanitarian cost: millions of civilians suffer due to the ongoing conflict, leaving a lasting impact for generations. Number 6. Russia. Russia, a nation of immense geopolitical significance, is often regarded as one of the most dangerous countries for several reasons. Homicide rate: Russia grapples with a high homicide rate, approximately 9.5 murders per 100,000 people, surpassing global norms. Poverty, inequality, and corruption contribute to this violence. Political instability: escalating political unrest manifests through protests and opposition movements. The country's authoritative government faces growing dissent. Global tensions: Russia's actions, including the Ukraine invasion, have raised international concerns. Over 70% of global citizens perceive Russia as a threat to the world. Number 5. DR Congo. The Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, a vast African nation, grapples with multifaceted challenges, earning its reputation as one of the most dangerous countries. Violent conflict, clashes among militant groups over territory and natural resources escalate, leading to civilian casualties and displacement. Extrajudicial killings by security forces add to the turmoil. Historical roots. The First Congo War, 1996 to 1997, emerged from the aftermath of the Rwandan genocide. Hutu extremists fled to DRC, and Tutsi militias organized against them, drawing in foreign powers. Ongoing instability, weak governance, ethnic tensions, and competition for resources persist. The UN reports a record 6.9 million internally displaced people, rendering parts of the country unsafe. Number 4. South Sudan. South Sudan, the world's youngest country, grapples with a complex web of challenges, earning its reputation as one of the most dangerous nations. Protracted conflict. Since its independence in 2011, South Sudan has been embroiled in armed conflicts. Ongoing clashes between government forces and rebel groups have led to civilian casualties and displacement. Humanitarian crisis. The country faces chronic food insecurity, with vast areas submerged due to floods. The United Nations reports record levels of hunger and displacement. Fractured leadership, political instability, corruption, and ethnic tensions persist. South Sudan's dependence on oil exports exacerbates its vulnerability. Number 3. Syria. Syria, amidst its devastating civil war and the rise of ISIS, has earned the dubious distinction of being the most dangerous country globally. In 2008, it ranked 88th in peace among 162 nations, but over the years, it plummeted to the very bottom of the table. Factors like murder rates, terrorism, and military expenditure contribute to this grim reality. In stark contrast, the small Nordic nation of Iceland stands as the world's most peaceful country, with low militarization, security, and societal stability. The ongoing conflict in Syria continues to restrict humanitarian aid, making it the deadliest place for aid workers. Number 2. Yemen. Yemen, facing the largest humanitarian crisis globally, grapples with dire challenges. Civil war. Since 2015, brutal civil war has raged, with thousands of airstrikes causing civilian deaths and injuries. The violence disrupts aid delivery. Famine threat. Over 22 million Yemenis need humanitarian assistance, and 12 to 13 million civilians are at risk of starvation. Food and health services remain inaccessible. Cholera outbreak. Yemen suffered the worst cholera outbreak in modern history, affecting 1 million people. Healthcare collapse. More than half of health facilities are destroyed, exacerbating the crisis. And number 1 is Afghanistan. Afghanistan, once a land of ancient history and vibrant culture, now grapples with relentless violence. Here's why it stands as one of the most dangerous countries. Taliban resurgence. The Taliban, despite US-led efforts, control more territory than ever. Their attacks grow in scale, frequency, and lethality, destabilizing the nation. Civilian suffering. Unprecedented civilian casualties, over 10,000 in 2017 alone, highlight the human toll of conflict. Stalemate. The US strategy, including intensified airstrikes and special forces raids, has slowed the Taliban's expansion but not broken the deadlock. Complex geopolitics. Achieving peace requires multilateral efforts involving regional players like Pakistan, Russia, Iran, and China. Thanks for watching our countdown of the top 10 most dangerous countries in the world. Remember, while these rankings offer insight into global safety, they don't define the entirety of these nations or the experiences of the people living there. It's essential to stay informed and vigilant when traveling or discussing global issues. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.